I imagine that it is. Not, I won't ask you to comment on hypothetical competitors, but obviously you're the second person to officially and formally declare your candidacy for this race. What separates you from former state treasurer Sarah Steelman, and why should voters consider you and pick you over her if you were the only two in the race?
Yeah, I think, well, first of all, let me say, I think that elections are supposed to be about choices, and so primaries are good when they give us a choice. I think, obviously if they become nasty and counterproductive, they can be bad, but they should be about our the record and the principles, and people should be able to look us in the eye and say, what are you about? And, Treasurer Steelman has had most of her adult life has been in elected office, and so she has a very public record, and I think, we're going to have to go through that, and she's going to have to contrast with me. I will tell you, one of the things that I've heard in the last few months I hadn't known is that she's received the endorsement of SEIU during her career, that she was comfortable with the public sector unions and their ideas. I think that's very worrying, because the two of the major issues that is really distorting our American democracy and our federal system are the public sector unions, which are used, SEIU over here in St. Louis, we call them the purple beaters. They beat people up at our Tea Party events, and so we're very aware of the public sector unions distorting the American democracy by taking our tax dollars and then using those dollars against us to elect liberal Democrats and sometimes Republicans. So that's a big deal. The other one is tort reform. We haven't seen a lot of Republicans who oppose tort reform, and Treasurer Steelman opposes tort reform in her public record. Those two are pretty big issues, but there's going to be a lot more, and I think we have to talk about what the future's about. And I think my opinion is America is a great, great place, but it's not going to stay that way automatically, and we've got to go and reclaim it, and that's what I think this campaign is going to be about.